Welcome to this edition of the Delmarva Almanac. Many years ago, a colleague asked astrologer Valerie Morrissey to do her chart with just one thing in mind. She was recently divorced with a small child. She desperately wanted to fall in love again, so she asked Valerie when she was going to meet Mr. Right. Val did a complete report, but concluded that there was no particular time coming up that indicated a new affair. She told a friend that the time also has to be right in the chart of Mr. Right. He has to be ready to meet you. A combination of several aspects is normally required to bring love into reality. One single aspect of a person's chart is never going to do the trick. The Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, and or Jupiter are all involved, as well as the 5th and 7th houses, but sometimes one of the outer planets is present as well. Often the new moon or full moon can bring on a new relationship. Believe it or not, Saturn is as important as the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars in bringing two people together. Most couples who have been married a long time have Saturn connections in their charts, guaranteeing that they will be karmically stuck together in order to learn something. Saturn sometimes indicates an older partner as well as heavy responsibilities or possibly a late marriage. It so happened that Valerie's colleague was an Aquarius, which is a solitary, independent sign. They are emotionally cool, detached, and sometimes don't even need a partner. Even though she expressed a desire to find new love, she never married again. She told Val that she had 3 or 4 chances to marry, but in each case decided against it. She became settled as a single person and no longer cared any more about marriage. Sometimes karma requires that someone must learn from experiencing loneliness. Once they've grown spiritually, then love will happen for them again. The planet Uranus in a chart can describe an open marriage or an on-again, off-again love affair. It can bring elopement or a shotgun wedding. Love at first sight is definitely Uranus. This can be someone who blows into your life suddenly, sweeps you off your feet, and then leaves as quickly as he came. Neptune can bring a situation where one or both partners can't make up their minds and commit, such as in a very long engagement. Neptune also suggests secret affairs outside of marriage, substance abuse, and other forms of deception. Pluto can be really subtle. If Pluto carries a lot of weight in both charts, there can be domination and control to the point of violence. The battered spouse is the best example. One orders the other one around and is very controlling, and sometimes it's the husband, not the wife, who's the slave. But under better circumstances, with sincere effort, they can be mutually loyal and passionately in love. With each person's star chart being different, the possibilities are endless. March birthdays include Pisces and Aries. Now here's the March forecast. There's lots happening for Aries right now, especially with your birthday at the end of the month. Mercury arrives March 2nd, and as soon as he conjuncts Uranus, he stations and goes retrograde. This could cause all sorts of crazy things to happen. For Taurus, the planets bless us with another grand trine in Earth on March 13th through 15th. This time it's Venus and Jupiter trine to Pluto and Mars. Some people will be fabulously lucky. Gemini, you may be frustrated or behind in your work because of Mars, but when the grand trine moves into position mid-month, it could benefit you in certain areas such as your home life. For Cancer, the Virgo full moon on March 8th could be very nice. This is a good time for a short trip to someplace warm. Leo, the last 2 weeks of the month may be better for you to travel. Venus in Taurus favors the arts, presentations, interviews, or anything connected with your career. The Grand Trine is marvelous for Virgos this month and takes some of the aggravation out of Mars retrograde. Romance is favored and you're very popular. For Libra, the Mercury-Uranus conjunction could cause some excitement in your marriage or other close relationships. One of you is restless or ornery. Communications could get mixed up. For single Scorpio folks, your chances are very good for making a fortunate match. Keep your eyes open for opportunities. Sagittarius, since your ruling planet Jupiter is part of the Grand Trine, you can also expect some of that good luck to rub off on you. There may be some big decisions and aggressive moves where career is concerned. Capricorn, your love life picks up and you could meet wealthy and attractive new partners. You also may win at games and gambling. Buy a lottery ticket. Aquarians, you could have some unusual creative ideas, but be difficult when Mercury goes retrograde. You might have trouble communicating with your neighbors, but this will all blow over. And finally for Pisces, this month the sun shines in your sign until March 20th. Remember that right now you are more attracted to the opposite sex and romance is favored, especially around the Virgo full moon March 8th. You have more charm and charisma because of Neptune. Be sure to read this month's expanded forecast for each sign of the zodiac and get links to Valerie's other articles about astrology on the Celestial Navigation webpage. Thank you for watching the Delmarva Almanac. Be sure to visit the rest of this site for additional information and links. This has been a Moonshell production.